In 1952, the Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine Parish, Jamaica, emerged as the largest Type B hospital on the island. Over time, its growth couldn't keep up with the steady influx of patients from neighboring parishes. Last year, the government announced plans to construct a 6-story state-of-the-art complex to replace the old hospital, signaled a new era. Securing funding through a loan from the Interdevelopment Bank and the European Union, along with the government's contribution, Jamaica's Health and Wellness Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, shared the exciting news while touring a retrofitted facility at the hospital that has been repurposed to house critical departments that needed to be cleared for the project to commence. He highlighted the comfort patients and staff will experience at the improved retrofitted facility while the construction is in progress.
Hospital where I am viewing along with Sarah, the Regional Health Authority, the Spanish Town Management Team, and of course the contractor. Facility that was built and repurposed for replacing existing facilities on the grounds of the hospital, where we intend to clear the way for a new 6-story facility, which I've spoken about several times, so you're fully aware of it. This has come after years of work in negotiating the loan agreement with the IDB, the EU, and of course the government of Jamaica, with developing all the technical plans, doing the needs assessment, consulting with the people of the parish, and essentially allowing for time for work to be done. I can happily report that today we are closer than ever in terms of breaking ground for that facility. But it has several implications. For starters, there are some services that are being offered now at that site that have to be relocated. Hence, while we're doing all the work, we're preparing the grounds for that relocation. As you would have seen from this brief tour, a lot of work has gone into preparation. In fact, this facility here, which will house lab services, pharmacy services, including waiting areas, testing areas, collection of medication, storage, is more than twice the size of what it was in its original place. We have learned a lot from the Cornwall experience, but generally from construction and renovation and repurposing of health infrastructure, which we have to admit is outdated, has long required renewal. Some of these buildings have been around from, pre-independence, indeed from the colonial days, this institution being one of them, and really has not kept up with population expansion or the modernization of equipment and infrastructure. It is this government, and I'm happy to be identified with it, that has come with a total overhaul, a plan to totally overhaul under the 10-year strategic plan. Now, there are lessons to be learned. Some of it we learned the hard way. You're going to have an active construction site where you have potential for noise pollution, air pollution, men moving around working, patients requiring services, staff that may be inconvenienced, and at the same time, the building out, which will be good over time, but in the meantime, we have to make sure that we put in place the conditions for work. So what we're doing here is setting the environment for the construction and setting it in a way where patients can feel even better than they did before. And I think these two facilities are evidence of that.
The new temporary facilities have cost the Jamaican taxpayers some $300 million. The Health and Wellness Minister also disclosed planned improvements to 3 other health facilities in the parish of St. Catherine.
There are 3 major other health projects to come in St. Catherine. And we're planning to go to market in another month or two months, I think. I think Oret Clark, who isn't here, would be best able. But this is for Old Harbour, St. Jago, which is next door, and Portmore, Greater Portmore. Those are going to be three major primary healthcare facilities, practically new in the case of Old Harbour, Greater Portmore. Of course, St. Jago is here. There's a major renovation, probably about $1.5 billion worth of work. And that will kind of, for the time being, complete the circle of primary versus secondary, while we do some planning around a new hospital on the belt between Portmore and Old Harbour, which is I know it's a talking point also. So it's really a positive thing for St. Catherine and its environs. Indeed, I think this represents the largest infrastructure project that has taken place in the parish of St. Catherine. Certainly the largest health infrastructure pre-independence and post. And in terms of infrastructure, probably barring a road, highway, it probably represents the largest expenditure. So we're very proud of it, and I want the people of St. Catherine to recognize that we hear the calls about improvement in facilities, and we're responding. And this is a manifestation of that, and the best is yet to come.
And that was Cover Story. Tune in again next time for another edition of Cover Story. In the meantime, like, subscribe, share, and comment.